Hey YouTube, it's Melanie. I am here to bring you another nail product review today. And today I'm going to be reviewing 4 products. One of them, or 2 of them actually, I talked about before. One of them I just got yesterday and one I've had for a while, but I've never done a review on it. So, I'm going to do that. To start off with, I'm going to talk about the Nutra Nail Base Coat and Ridge Filler. And this one is with green tea in the formula. And my nails are pretty even, so I didn't exactly think of getting a ridge filler ever. I'd heard about them kind of recently, and I know that you can use it as a base coat, and I never really considered getting one until I looked a little more into it and then figured this was something I wanted to try out. So normally a ridge coat is just if you have uneven marks or ridges on your nails, that when you paint this over as a base coat, then it'll sort of fill everything out, and it's not opaque, but it makes your nail kind of, it gives it it's white, you can see, and it gives it sort of a white coating when it dries. It doesn't dry clear, and that's one of the things that I actually read about and was good. If you have nail polishes that are really sheer, you can use a ridge filler like this that doesn't dry completely clear, because then it doesn't take as many coats to put on sheer nail polish. And I thought that was a great thing, because I recently got some of the Essie nail polishes which are pretty sheer, and I wanted to try this out. But I tested it out just as a ridge filler, not, as you can see, the nail polish I have on now isn't sheer at all. It took like 3 coats, so I didn't try this out because of how sheer the nail polish was, but for the ridge filler and base coat part. And I tried this, I gave myself a manicure and a pedicure, and the big test for me was my toes, because I keep my nails very well manicured, and my toes I keep manicured but not to the extent of my nails, so they can get a few ridges on them every now and then, and this worked very well on my toes as well as my nails, and as a base coat it's great, and I can't wait to try it out with a sheer nail polish, so I'll be talking about that later, I'm sure. The next thing that I used was Borghese's Stellare Notte, and I was really excited about this nail polish when I first got it, and you can see here that it does have a duochrome, and the brilliance of it you can't really tell in this shot, but it's a great color, and it looks good on the nails, and it loses some of its brilliance in when you put it on the nail, because here you can really see at least 3 colors in the bottle of the shimmer, but then when it gets on the nail you can only really see the kind of gray teal sparkle and the purple sparkle, but not so much the green that you can see in the bottle. I really like the brush, and I've been reading some reviews about the brushes in this bottle, and a lot of people don't like them because they're so big, but I like them because I don't mind getting nail polish on my cuticles. I know it's going to happen, and I can just take it off the next day in the shower, or take it off with nail polish remover, so I don't mind too much. It went on in 3 coats. It would have been fine in 2, but again, I just wanted this to be completely solid, a great manicure, so I put on 3 coats. And then when I let it dry, I waited till it dried in between each coat before applying the next one. And then it was completely dry, and I went to bed, and this morning when I woke up, I was actually a little bit disappointed. I had a chip on my middle finger, and you can't see it now because I covered it up this morning, but I was just sort of, I don't know, I haven't had that happen in a really long time, and I used top coat and everything, and it was completely dry, and I wasn't knocking my hands up against anything, so I'm surprised that it did chip. And that was the one nail had the big chip on the side, but on other nails it kind of started to, you can't see so much here, it started to fade or to wear out on the tips of the nails already, and over here on this nail it's kind of on the side, oh, this isn't showing you anything, on the side it's already sort of chipping, and I was surprised because I've had this on for less than a day and it's doing that. So The color is great, but as far as the formula goes, it's not the best. I'm pretty sure I've had 99-cent nail polishes that have had better formulas than this one. I don't know if that's true for both colors that I got because I haven't tried the other one yet, but I'm going to try that one out and I'll let you know how that one goes. But as far as the formula, it's okay. The actual color I like a lot. It's a nice color. I'm probably going to take this off today though, and I've only had this on, like I said, less than a day. Going to put something else on because I'm just not liking how this is wearing. It's not living up to my expectations, especially for something that normally retails at $8 a bottle. I'd rather pay $8 and get OPI or Essie, which I know is going to last. So again, it's okay. The next thing I used is Wet n Wild Shine Clear Nail Protector. This is one of those 99-cent top coats that I got just to try out to see if it was worth paying 99 cents and using this just as a, I don't feel like paying $9 for a top coat at the moment, so I'm going to throw this on, or just using it as I don't know, a quick top coat to use if I was going to only have a manicure on for a few days and I didn't want to use a better top coat. And it works pretty well. It lasts. It keeps the manicure for a good amount of time, I think. I haven't tried it. No, I think I've tried this out for about a week, and it lasts pretty well. You get some wear on the tips of the nails, but I think that's to be expected if you're wearing a polish for an entire week. The only thing with this is if you put on one coat, and only one coat of this, it isn't that shiny, and even if the nail polish that you have would have dried shiny without a top coat, I think it kind of takes away from the shine. But if you put on two coats, then it's fine. So, and this is kind of runny. I don't know if you can see in the bottle. It's kind of runny, and I guess to compare, Seche Vite is really thick, and or at least it seems really thick to me. And I tried another 99-cent one, which was NYC, and their formula was a lot thicker. This one's runny, but it goes on pretty thin, so you don't get the feeling like you're wearing acrylic nails when you're putting on 2 layers of top coat on top of whatever you did for your manicure. So I'd say for 99 cents it's not very bad. It works as well as I'd expect it to, and I'm using it right now, and I mean, I have enough shine, and I could have gone with 2 coats. This is just 1 coat, and I think it came out pretty well. So I'd recommend this if you're looking just for a cheap top coat. And the last thing that I'm going to review is the Nail Life Aromatherapy Drop-On Speedy Dry Drops, whatever you want to call them. This stuff smells great, and I usually get headaches if I'm painting my nails because of the fumes from the remover and the nail polish, and I don't know if that happens to everyone, but that just is something that seems to bug me. But this sort of cancels out those fumes, and it just smells like I have watermelon candy all over my fingers without them being sticky, which is pretty nice. And I really like this, and it does work really well. It does what it says it's supposed to do, and it also moisturizes your cuticles, which I guess is an added bonus. And I would have thought with these drying drops that it would have been more like an alcohol kind of formula where you drop on something that is gonna evaporate and dry really quickly, and this is actually really, it's oily. It's like you're dropping cuticle oil on your nails, and I don't know what it is that works, but it really does. And I've tried it out a few times, and the first time I tried it out I used it with a really bad top coat, and so that was just a disaster, and I think I painted over the nails the next day with a different top coat, and that sort of covered up the imprints on my nails, so that was good. But this, it works if you're using a good top coat, and I don't need to use it with the speed drying like Borghese top coat or Seche Vite, because obviously those dry within 30 seconds or so anyways. But if you have something like the Wet n Wild top coat that I just showed you, this is great to use. It speeds up the drying time, and I think you get a lot more out of the 99-cent top coat than you would normally, because you don't have to wait the extra time, because that takes longer to dry. And I just think this is really great. And I haven't tested the exact dry time because I always get scared that it's not going to be dry when I touch my nails. But yesterday I think I started to feel them maybe 5 minutes after I put the drops on, and they were pretty solid. So I'd say this is good. If you're gonna paint your nails before you go to bed, though, I would do it at least an hour before you go to bed, just in case it doesn't dry completely, because I hate waking up the next day and having the imprints from my sheets on my nails. So this is something that you want to watch for. So happy painting!